Hello, Assalamualaikum. Hello?
Waalaikumsalam.
Dengar.
Sir.
Saya punya komputer ni terlampau baik pula hari ni. Dia restart sendiri, automatic. Sorry ya. Lepas tu nak start balik, take time pula lah. Alright. I don't know what happened to my camera. Saya pun tak boleh nak tu, tak apa. As long as I can see you, you don't see me, that's fine. Okay, we will continue from... Macam mana nak set kamera, tak apalah. Now I am out of time. So what I will do, we were talking about the thing tadi kan. That thing. Okay, here. Ni mula ni. So we have the budget line. You have the function, the utility. Then you set up the Lagrangian. I think where we left was the Lagrangian is already set up. And then, did you solve the thing? So what you will have, after you do the lambda equal to apa tadi, it's already not shown here. If you recall, lambda is equal to, from number 1 equal to something, and then from number 2 lambda is equal to something. Therefore, they are equal. So what you have will be, you put them together. So therefore, you have negative xy squared equal to 1 over 2 with a negative x squared y. Okay, so negative and negative become positive. So you bring the x and y to one side. So you bring the y to the left. So I got y squared over y equal to 1 over 2 x squared over x. So now, okay, we can write as the form that I have here. You don't have to follow like what in the book, because okay, x equal to 0 will not be the solution. So you don't have to, to do the factor out the x equal to 0, and then x equal to 2y. So you just do right away, simplifying the x and y. So you simplify here, what do I get? I get y equal to 1 over 2x. So we just do it right away. So you don't need x equal to 0, okay? It's not needed because x equal to 0 will not be a solution. Okay, all right. So you got x equal to half x, y equal to half x, and then you substitute into number 3. Or, okay, from here you can do also x equal to 2y. So you can use this one or that one. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. And sometimes x equal to 2y, is good because it doesn't involve fraction. So sometimes people prefer that. Or you can use y equal to half x. Now you substitute y equal to half x. Okay, y equal to half x into number 3. All right. So therefore, what do we get? You got 2. Okay, 2, and then 2x. 2x plus 4y. Y is half x equal to 40. Before you do that, minus 40 equals 0. Equals 0. So you cancel that out, you got 4x. I got 4x equal to 40. X equal to 40 over 4 equal 10. So x equal 10. And then you find y. So substitute x equal to 10 into y. All right. Go to y equal to half x equal to half times 10. That would be equal to 5. Oh, that is our solution. So the optimum point, all right? So you can say that that's the optimum point. So we can say that to maximize utility, Maximize utility. Okay, utility. Given the budget. Okay, given the budget, as per the problem, we have to consume 10 units of X. Okay, 10 units of X, and then 5 units of Y. Okay, all right. So that is the answer. All right. So that is example number 4. So I got to go quickly because I need at least some time to discuss the test. So let's move on to example number 5. If you look at example number 5, here you want to maximize production. If you read example number 5, you can see that you want to maximize production and then subject to the cost constraint. So you have here the production given, and then X is the labor in units. And then Y is capital, also in units. So you have the variables. The variables are the inputs. So I want to maximize production subject to the budget line. Now, if you look at the example, you are not given the budget line. I mean, you are not given the cost, okay? The cost constraint are not given. You are given the information from where we can come up with the cost function. So here, all right, here, if you look at the production is equal to 100 X 4/5, Y 1/5. Now, when you look at the cost, which is the constraint, the cost would be linear function. And C, if you can see cost is linear function, that will come up from where? That will come up from the constant function. You got what? I got K equal to AX plus BY. So when you look at the cost, right? When you look at the cost, just like the budget line, what is the cost? The cost is the cost of X, that means the price of X, plus the price of Y multiplied by Y. So that is the cost of X and the cost of Y. Okay, how do you get the cost of X? Simply by multiplying the X in units with what? With the price of X. Similarly for Y, you multiply the quantity of Y, the input, which is capital here, multiplied by the price of capital. So you got the cost of capital. So you are given information. What information are we given? Cost per unit of labor is 160. What about the capital cost per unit? Capital cost per unit is 200. So the cost per capita, not per capita, cost per capita. In other words, per unit cost. So capital cost per unit, labor cost per unit are the prices of the input. So we can say that PX is equal to what? Is equal to the cost per unit of labor, or labor cost per unit, that is 160. And then PY is the capital cost per unit, that is 200. And then what is the cost? The cost is given as a constant, 100,000. So that is the limitation of the cost. So therefore, the cost function is equal to 100,000 equal to 160x plus 200y. Right? So that is the cost function. You can get the cost function from the information given, and they are linear. So as you can see, cost, budget, okay, linear function. So it's easy for us to get. And the production function, utility function, they are non-linear. Okay, they are non-linear. They will be in the form like what you are given there. Okay, so now you have to rewrite the cost function as 160x plus 200y minus 100,000 equal 0. Then we can come up with the Lagrangian. The Lagrangian function is equal to the form, the same form. Then our Lagrangian function, as you know, is f of xy plus the lambda multiplied by d of xy minus a. Okay, and that is equal to the objective, which is the production. So that is 100 x to the power of 4 over 5, y to the power of 1 over 5, plus lambda multiplied by 160x plus 200y minus 100,000. I don't have space to write, I put it down. Okay, all right. So what you do here, you get the derivative. Okay, you got the derivative. First is Lx. What is Lx equal to? You got 100 multiplied by 4 over 5. Okay, x, reduce the power by 1. So 4 over 5 minus 1, that becomes negative 1 over 5. Multiplied by 1, y to the power of 1 over 5. Plus lambda 160. Set that to 0, call it number 1. Now, number 2, Ly, what is it equal to? You have y to the power of 1 over 5. So I got 100 x 4 over 5 multiplied by 1 over 5. Y reduce the power by 1, that becomes negative 4 over 5 plus lambda 200 equal 0. So that is our number 2. And number 3, L lambda is equal to 160x plus 200y minus 100,000 equal 0. So again, here, you look at 1 and 2, you write lambda in terms of x and y. Okay? All right. So let's do that. I'm going to write x in terms of y, and then I think you're going to finish it up. So from number 1, okay, from number 1, what do I get? So from number 1, I will get lambda equal to negative 2xy squared. No, we don't simplify first, okay? Because I don't have, if you look at this thing here, it's not, what I do, what I did was, it's already being simplified. So let us not simplify it. We have to do the work. Because if you do the simplification, we might not get what actually it is. So I want you to do this, all right? I want you to start with number 1. You write lambda in terms of x. What you get will be equal to equal to the ratio. So let me do it. So you do it now, okay? You do it now. I also do it for you. Because the numbers are big. So I have to rewrite. Otherwise, I cannot see the numbers. But we can do some simplification here. This is what? 5, 100, so that becomes 20. Here, 5, 100, that is also 20. Okay, so we can simplify a little bit. Okay, you got it? So if you do the thing, before this is not right. Okay, that's not right. So let's clear the thing. Okay, so from number 1, we'll get this. After you simplify a little bit, all right, the constants. So I got 160x, I'm sorry, 160 lambda. This is from number 1. 160 lambda is equal to negative 80 x to the power of negative 1 over 5, y to the power of 1 over 5. And then lambda is equal to negative 80 over 160, x 1 over 5, y 1 over 5. So here you can simplify, you got negative a half. Okay. Now from number 2, we have 200 lambda is equal to negative 20 x 4 over 5, y to the power of negative 4 over 5. So lambda is equal to negative 20 over 200, x 4 over 5, y negative 4 over 5. Look at it. Negative 20. Negative 20. Okay, 100. 100. Okay, 100 divided by 5. So that would be equal to 20. That's right. So you got that. Simplify. So 1 over 10. Okay, 1 over 10, that is 1 over 2. So therefore, negative 1 over 2, x to the power of negative 1 over 5, y to the power of 1 over 5 is equal to negative 1 over 10, x to the power of 4 over 5, y to the power of negative 4 over 5. Negative, negative become positive. And then you bring the 2 to the other side. And then you bring y to one side. Or you can bring the 10 to the left, you know. So we will do that. So what do we get? We will get, so now, how do you do this? Okay, how do you do this? You bring the y to one side, all right? You bring the y to one side, x to one side. X negative 5. Okay. So you bring the 10 to the left, so you got 10 over 2. All right. Y to the power of 1 over 5. You bring the y here. And then you bring x to the other side. So x 4 over 5 divided by x negative 1 over 5. You can see here, everything will fall into places. You get a very simple form. So that is 5. Now, what is y 1 over 5 over y to the power of negative 4 over 5? What is it equal to?
Y, sir.
Y lah. So you bring the y to the numerator. So from here, you know, what you get will be 5, y 1 over 5. You bring it up, so it becomes y to the power of 4 over 5. So that is equal to 5y. Okay, now on the right, you have what? You bring it up. So 4 over 5 multiplied by x. You bring the power up, negative become positive, 1 over 5. That is equal to x. So that's how you work it out. That will be equal to, okay, that will be equal to 5y equal to x. So I got x equal to 5y. Now when you get x equal to 5y, so you can do it, you can solve it, okay? Put into number 3, and then you get the solution. So finish it up. The answer is given in the book, but of course, I want you to finish it up, okay? All right. Now, any question? So that will be it. So that's it for chapter number 14. We are done. All right. Application, there are only two: utility, production. And for your practice, I will give you questions on 14.5. I would like you to try question number 2, 3. Okay, that is on the minimum, maximum. And then number 9, that is a maximum. And you can also, number 9, 4. Okay, the maximum. And then you got the minimum. So either it's maximum or minimum, doesn't matter, same thing. 2, 3, I think do number 5. Okay, so don't worry whether it is a minimum or maximum. All right, method the same, everything the same. So the optimum point, if you solve the minimum problem, that means the optimum point will be what? Will be the minimum in order for you to minimize the objective subject to the constant. Okay, so they give you more minimum. Maximum, okay, kita buat 2, 3 minimum, and then one more for maximum. Do number 5. I already give you number 5. Okay, do number 6. Okay, number 6. This is maximum, minimum. All right, so maximum, minimum. Okay, application. I would like you to do number 16. Okay, that is on the utility maximization. And then you can try number 15 if you like. And then I'll give you number 20. And you can try number 18. Okay, utility. So if you look at number 18, they want you to do the graph. Okay, do the graph. So tak payah buat graph lah. Okay, just solve the Lagrangian. So graph, you don't need. Any question that asks for drawing the graph, don't have to do it. You just do the question as per our problem. Okay, all right. So for example, question number 18. Example lah, number 18 kan. So you solve the Lagrangian, you find the optimum point. All right, find the optimum point. That's number 1. And then after you got the optimum point, you find the maximum utility. Maximum utility. So that would be question number 18. Similarly, for number 20, you get the optimum point, all right? And then get the maximum output, the maximum production. Right? Now for 20, the function, I think something missing. I think they misprint it. So for number 18, you will get the production function, z equal to 100, not 100 to the power of 0.75. It is actually x to the power of 0.75. And then you multiply by the y, 0.25. Okay, so that is our production function. You have here the labor cost per unit is given, capital cost per unit is given, total cost is given, then you can solve the problem. Okay, so make sure you got the x, all right? Otherwise, you will have the production in terms of y only. I don't know how you will get the solution. Okay, all right. Any question? Anything? Okay, good.
No, sir.
Okay, now let's discuss the midterm. Now, before I discuss the midterm, I would like to a little bit talk about the final. Now, the final, as you can see, the final will be 50%. All right. So final 50%. So you have 50% more to get. So you can improve. Okay, I look for people to improve final. If you did badly in the midterm, you can improve, right? If you do well in the midterm, you can also improve, do better. Okay, don't do worse. So I want everybody to improve. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, I didn't cover the matrix. So don't worry, because matrix will not be covered, so you don't have to worry, right? The final exam, we only cover, like I said, comprehensive. We'll cover everything from first topic to the last topic. And I didn't cover matrix. So matrix, don't worry lah. Okay, so that's it. Okay. Any other question? Anything?
No,
okay.
sir.
All right. Now, my student from the other section, the other class, they want past year question from me. Okay. Do you want the past year question or you don't want? I have somebody from my morning class, they request for the past year question. So I'm going to put in the WhatsApp group for them. Now, do you want past year question or you don't want? If you don't want, I am not going to post to your group. If you want, I will do it also in your group.
Just share it.
Yes,
share it.
we want, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you don't want, that's fine. If you want, I will put in our group. Because nobody asked for it. Because that thing, that thing is based on people asking. If people asking, then I can try to get. But since the other group asked, I think I will get. I'll give you the benefit as well. Okay. All right. So that will do it. Now I have 15 minutes. Let's see how much I can cover the discussion on the test. So let's discuss the exam. So look at question number 1. Question number 1 is the okay. I think I will go. I try to go brief. Okay, question number 1. You have the inequality, right? The inequality for 4.5x. Now take out your midterm exam, all right? So that you can do the correction by yourself. At least you know where you went wrong. So first, you consider the equation. So the corresponding equation for that thing, you got 4.5x minus 7y equal to 100. Now what you need is we want to find the intercepts. So x-intercept means y equal to 0. So therefore, you got 4.5x minus 7, 0 equal to 100. So x equal to 100 divided by 4.5. That is equal to 22.22. So the x-intercept is 22.220. So that is 1 point. Now you get the y-intercept. How do you get the y-intercept? X equals 0. So therefore, you got 4.5 times 0 minus 7, y equal 100. So y equal to negative 100 over 7. That is equal to negative 14.3. So the point is 0, negative 14.3. Okay, now, some people, a few people, then they don't do anything. They just come up with, here, I make this comment so that I already make comments, actually. You come up with everything simply, boom, x equal to this, and then y equal to that. And some people, they don't even get the y-intercept, the x-intercept. And there are a few people, after you get the y-intercept, x-intercept, you give me the point, 22.22, negative 14.3. No, that is wrong. What is this? I do not know. Okay, we are not looking for this point. We are looking for the intercept. All right, intercept is x-intercept, like that. Y-intercept is this. So why do you do that? I don't know. I never teach you that thing. Okay, so that's how you get the intercepts. Like I said earlier, show me the steps, okay? Show me the work. You don't have to put a work on another rough paper. You do everything here. Submit to me so that I see whatever you do. Okay? Don't just tell me your answer. If you just give me your answer, I suspect you copy. Okay? Because I saw a few answers exactly the same. I do not know how. The video is on, but people still know how to copy. Okay? In Ramadan, if your answers are exactly the same, the method almost same, what do I suspect? I suspect some people or a few people still copy. So I do not know. Okay, I suspect there are cases again, but I will just tell you, please, okay, try not to copy. Do your own work, okay? If you copy, I still can detect, I can detect. So that's why I take longer time, okay, to grade the midterm, because there are a few answers, especially question number 5, very similar, okay? People cannot do question 4, but they can do question 5 nicely, all right? So to me, I suspect something. How come you cannot do 4 and then you do 5? You don't even know the second derivative for question number 4. And then you can do the second order derivative for question 5. So I don't know. I suspect something. All right. So I would prefer. Okay, there are a few students who did their own work. Okay, they got wrong, but I give them extra credit because they do on their own and do their way. Okay, there are a few students. They get it wrong, but they try to do it. Now, I prefer these students more than people who copy, okay? Even though it is wrong, all right? So for those people who do their work on their own, they got it wrong, I give them extra credit. I give them a few extra points, all right? But for those people, I suspect, everything is the same. That's why I take a little bit longer time to grade. All right, so come back to here. Now, what you do secondly is you sketch the graph. So you don't have to draw the graph. You sketch the graph, okay? That is y, that is x, and here is 0. So what you need is the x-intercept will be somewhere there, y-intercept somewhere there. So this one, like that. So you got the line, 4.5x minus 7y equal to 100. So if you write everything in your answer paper, you don't waste your time. Okay, you don't waste your time to do work on the other paper and transfer back to the answer book. You don't waste time. You do everything here. You see, you put everything here. Everything is contributing to you. All right. So now, where is the inequality? So you have to have a test point. Okay, you have a test point. Now, some people test point 0, 0. Some people they do a test point 30, 0. So it doesn't matter. You can do it here. You can take the point here, or you can take some point over here. It doesn't matter, right? So like I said, we do 0, 0, which is the easiest point. So if you do the test point 0, 0, what do you do? What do you get? I get 4.50 minus 7 times 0 equal to 0. And 0 is not bigger than 100. Actually, it is what? It's less than 100. So what? So you can conclude lah. So 0 is not in the inequality. Okay. So 0, 0 is not in the equality. So therefore what? Therefore all the other points, the other side will be. So for this one, I think most of us got it right. You get the argument. You test with 0, 0, and then you say that the other side would be satisfying the inequality. Okay, so this is 5 points. Now, question number 2. Okay, question number 2. I want some people, all right, they just give me the answer. All right, I want you to show the work because, how come you get straight away the answer? Okay, for example, y equal to 5x to the power of negative 3.6 minus 2x to the power of 4 plus 8. So if you want to get the y prime, you have to do the rule. You have to apply the rule, like what I did in class. So you got 5 multiplied by negative 3.6 x to the power of, you less the power by 1, so you got negative 4.6 minus 2 times 4 x to the power of 3 plus 0. You don't have to write. So at least you have to do this, okay? Because in order for you to get the final answer, which is negative 18 x to the power of negative 4.6 minus 8 x cubed, you have to do the multiplication, okay? Now, problem is, some people, they jump like this. So how do you get the answer? Then how do you get the answer? So I suspect, all right? So you got the answer, how do you get it? You didn't show the step. So immediately, in order for you to come up with the answer, show how you got the answer. So the same thing applies to the part B, all right? You have U over V. In other words, you let U be equal to the numerator. So don't just tell me the derivative of U, all right? You have to U, okay, so that you got 10 x to the power of 0.5 plus 21x. Now what is U prime? U prime is 10 multiplied by 0.5 x e to the power negative 0.5, okay, plus 21. Then only you write the form, okay? Then you got 5. Okay, then you got 5 x to the power of negative 0.5 plus 21. So you need to show, all right? And then again here, a few people just give me right away the derivative in the formula. That is not I1, okay? I want you to do this way because you want to establish the rule, because the rule is the quotient rule. Quotient rule, U prime times V minus V prime times U, everything divided by V squared, all right? So you do also the same thing for the V, okay? You get the V prime and then put into the formula. So you check your work, okay? Whether you do this or not. If you do express way, okay? If you do express way, I would like you to do this immediate step, all right? Now, if you don't show the immediate step, I don't give you full mark, okay? I give you only partial mark because this is important for us to get the answers. Okay, all right. Okay, so that is number 2. Now, number 3. Okay, number 3 is the linear function. Surprisingly, there are also some people who cannot do this number 3, all right? And some people, they do the method. I don't know. The method. Some people do. I don't know. VC minus apa benda divided by 2 equal to the slope. Then you got the slope. So I don't know how the method is this. Okay, I don't know because you don't show me the method how you got this thing. And some people also, they didn't put this thing. They just put the number. Apa benda I forgot, but there are 147 minus divided by another number, you got 46.33. So this one, I don't know how you got it. All right. Our way, okay, our way is what we learned in the class. All right. What you are given is this. The cost is equal to what? Variable cost plus fixed cost. That's number 1. Number 2, it's a linear function. So it's equal to AX plus B. Or you can use MX plus B, doesn't matter, your notation, MX plus B. So where B is the fixed cost, right? So now you know B is the fixed cost. So you are given fixed cost equal to what? Equal to 147,000. So cost is equal to MX plus 147,000. So that is 1 point. Second point, we are also given what? You are given cost is equal to 147, not 147, apa? Cost is equal to 216. Okay, 216,500 at X equal to 1500. So substitute. Okay, substitute into C. What do I get? I get 216 equal to M multiplied by 1500 plus 14700. So you got M. Now, some people, I think a few people are, not many. What you do here, you put this number, you don't do anything of this. Suddenly you get 216,000 equal to 1500x plus 147000. You don't want to find the x. You want to find what? M. X is the variable. So you do this, you got x equal to 46.333, which is it's not x, M. Okay, so people do this. I don't know how, that is not right. Okay, it's not x, it should be the M. So you got the M equal to everything you put in order. So therefore, M is equal to, you bring, the constant to the other side, and then you divide by 1500. Then you will get the M, all right? So M is equal to, you work it out, that will be equal to 46.33. So your cost function is equal to 46.33x plus 417000. Okay, the other method, which is exactly correct, you use the point, okay, M equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, this one is also correct. All right, you are given 2 points now. Okay, because you basically here you are given what? You are given 2 points. So some people you would do this, so that's correct, right? Okay. Any question? So if you got it wrong, please redo that. Okay, that's for the part A. Now for part B, you get what? You break even. So revenue is equal to PX. All right. So given P is equal to 69.99, therefore our revenue is equal to 69.99. So you have to find the revenue first. What is revenue? Revenue is PX. And then you put in the value, you got it. Okay. Now for break even, what is the condition for break even? For break even, profit equal to R minus C equal to 0. So therefore, R equal to C. Or you can start with R minus C equal to 0. All right. So when you do that, what you will get will be what? 69.99x equal to 46.33x plus 147000. You solve for the x, okay? Simplify that. You will get 14700 divided by 23.6. That will be equal to 6213. Okay. Apa lagi benda? One question. I go back to the question one. Question one tadi mana? Question. Okay. Yeah. So that is question number 3. All right. So you do that, you will get this value. So you have to say the conclusion. Okay. So to break even, you have to describe the solution. So to break even, the firm has to sell, or you need to sell, or if you can say, you say produce, sell, or the company has to sell 6213 units of the good. So what is the good? The handsaw, units of handsaw. So you have to describe that thing. Now, some people, you don't do anything. I mean, you get the cost already, and then what you do for break even, you do suddenly like this. You start here, all right? So if you start here, that is not complete, all right? You didn't define break even. You just do that way. What is it? I don't know, okay? So you don't get full marks, okay? For full marks, at least you have to say revenue equal to PX equal to that one, and then break even. What is break even? Profit equal to 0, which is equal to that, equal to that. So you jump, all right? You just come up to here. I do not know how, okay? Like I said, better to write more than to write less. I don't want to see the answer. I want to see the work. If you show me the work and you get the wrong answer due to some mistake of addition or subtraction or division, or maybe you're a little bit careless, that is better than you give me the correct answer without no work. Okay, without no work. So how do you get the answer? Right? And there are a few students, who did the work, and at the end they get the wrong answer because they add wrongly. Sometimes, when you do the work. But if you get the wrong answer, everything here is correct. I don't deduct that many points. Okay, I won't deduct many points. I deduct only minimum point. Correct, because the work is as important as the solution or as the answer. Okay, so that is the first part. Now the second part, you want to do the break even. Okay, that is actually what we are doing now is the first part, second part, right? Now the third part, I want to find the break even revenue. So at X equal to 6213, what you do, you get the revenue, right? By substitution, you get the revenue equal to something. And then at X equal to 6213, you put into the cost, you got the cost equal to something. So what does it mean? It means that you have to describe it. So for break even or at break even point, at break even quantity, all right? The revenue, if you look at the numbers here, the revenue is equal to whatever the number, cost is equal to whatever, and what? They are equal, right? They are the same. Because if you get difference, the difference will be just in the decimal point. So that is due to rounding up, all right? Unless you get a very, very large difference. So you have to say that, right? So that is part C. And then for part D, okay, I think part D, most people got this correct. Because D is the fixed cost. That means your fixed cost is equal to 14700. That will be what? That will be the cost we incurred. Okay, cost we incurred even, okay, even there is no production, or even at X equal to 0. All right. So that is the point. Now most people they give me the sentence, not give me the sentence. They describe it correctly, but different way. So you can write your own way. All right. You describe your own way. Doesn't matter, different way, as long as it means you incur the cost even there is no production take place. All right. So you can put in your own sentence as long as the meaning is the same. All right. Okay. So I saw a few different types of sentence, to describe the thing. So that is question number 3. Now, question number 4 and 5, I don't have time, it's already because there is a class at 3:30, another class. So I think maybe I will record it down. Okay. Or I will write it down, I will post it into the WhatsApp, right? So I will write down or record, I will write the solution, I post it to you. Okay. Now, like I said earlier, question 4, you cannot do, okay? And suddenly number 5, you can do. So what's the problem? So, question 4 is the easy one. So my assumption is if you can do question 4, you can do question 5. If you cannot do question 4, most likely you will not be able to do 5. Okay, because 4 is the basis of 5. So, okay, normal people, they do both, all right? They do both because 4 is much easier. But okay, there are a few people who cannot do 4. They cannot do the second derivative. Maybe they do the first derivative, second derivative, they don't do. But number 5, you can do the second derivative. So I don't know, So I suspect something. All right, I suspect something. So I hope, okay, I hope in the final, don't make copying as our objective. All right, try to do on your own. Okay, because if you put pressure yourself to try to copy, I know some people they write very fast. Okay, they write fast. Why? Because they have no time. Because they are writing somebody else's work. Suddenly you write fast. So I can sense it, If you write on your own, I know there'll be some error, and then you think, you don't do that. And then the way things are written is very similar. Okay, very similar. So try do your own work. Okay, try do your own work. That is not good. Okay, that is not fair. That's not fair to other people because other people don't copy. And if I copy, other people don't copy, that is not fair to the other people. All right. So do your own work. That means show your own ability lah. Okay, so that's fair lah, fair for everyone. Okay. All right. So that's all I can do. Okay. I'm not going to investigate anything. I'm just sharing it with you because I know it's happening. I hope this problem can be minimized. It's not good, It reflects our integrity, our accountability, things like that. Okay, so I will see you again. I will. What should I do? I will put the past year question, okay, in your WhatsApp, and then I will see you again on the final. If you have any problem, okay, any question, any problem, post it in the group WhatsApp. Do not WhatsApp me, do not WhatsApp me personally, because like I said at the beginning, I want to share, okay? I want you to share with other people. Oh yeah, one more thing. There are few people, still your name, okay? Your name in the classroom is not your full name. So I got to figure out what is your full name, and they take time. So for those people who did not give me your full name in classroom, and then your full name, of course, is given as per class list, I will deduct marks, okay? I will deduct your marks, a few marks, because it takes time for me to get your name. So it is wasting time. So if you are people, your name is not full, okay? Your first name is not included. I deduct a few marks for your midterm. Because I don't know if you give your name macam tu kan, siapa nama tadi, saya lupa lah. There is one person, Najiha ke apa, Nabila ke Najiha. Your name is Nurul Najiha ke Nurul Nabila ke Nurul apa. Your name has a Nurul, but you don't put that Nurul. So it's difficult for me to figure out. All right, it take me a few minutes. I can do it, of course, but it take me a few extra minutes to locate your name. So benda ni kan, I already tell you beginning of the semester, middle of the semester. Now, end of the semester pun cakap balik. Same thing. And still there are some people who didn't do it. Okay, so check your name, all right? Check your name, make sure your name in the classroom start with your first name as per class list. So that it will be easier for me to record down your scores. Okay, if you don't do that in the final, because in the midterm, some people already deduct a few marks. So don't lose marks unnecessarily, all right? Due to that silly thing that you do, okay? Don't do that, all right? So please make your correction There are a few people, there are still a few, so you can check your name. I cannot recall as of now, right? But there are a few. Check, all right? Make sure your first name will be included. Okay, all right. I'm sorry to take you longer than necessary. Okay, I'll see you again. I will put the 4 and 5 afterwards. Okay, later on, not afterwards, later on. Okay, so I'll see you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sir.
I see you again. Now, study hard. Okay, study hard for the final. All right.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
sir.